What's going on, guys? In this video, it's a little bit different than the the main videos that I normally do. I normally do electronic devices based on Android and a lot of phone and tablet videos. But this video right here is going to be about the SodaStream. I got this for Christmas, and this has got to be one of the best gifts that I have ever gotten. I've only been using it for about a week, because Christmas was a little over a week ago. And quite frankly, soda is expensive. You go to Walmart, you pick up a bottle of Pepsi, and you're paying almost, $2 for a bottle. And, let's just get into it. I'm going to show you how to make a bottle of soda, and maybe you'll find yourself a SodaStream user. Now, with this model right here, it comes with a 1 liter bottle that it screws up in there, and I thought that this was a little bit too big to carry to work with me. So in Walmart I went and let me see if I can find it. Yep, it's right back here. They make smaller bottles. Now if you look at the size comparison, it's about half the size. I believe this this bottle right here is half a liter, and this is 1 liter. And this is perfect to take with me to work. It fits perfect right in the the side pocket of my bag. And I'll show you right now how easy it is to make. Let's see what we're gonna make. We're gonna make some Dr. Pete, which is Dr. Pepper. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're going to fill this up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use some bottled water rather than tap water. I don't like drinking tap water that much. I've always been an Aquafina person. Okay. And you want to fill right to that green line. Okay, then you're just going to set that down. Now what you do, this has a little lever that you push in. You're going to want to push this in. Actually, before I even get started on that, in the back right here, if I can get this off, I believe this is a CO2. It's a, I believe a 60-ounce CO2, which this will fill a total of 60 2-liter bottles of soda. So this is going to last quite a long time, and you can actually reuse these. You can bring them into certain retailers and exchange them just like you would a propane tank, and you can actually save a lot of money. I believe if I was to go out and just buy a new one, a full one at Walmart, they're about $30. Now if I exchange it, bring this in, and then get a full one, it costs about $11. So when you get your device, it pops down in here, you lift it up and you screw it on. That's it. And then you pop the cover back on. Okay, now there's a sticker right here, and it says, important, press firmly, quickly, and release. Repeat until loud buzz. 3 buzzes for average fizz. That is wrong. That is way too much carbonation. I think they say that because the more you use, the more they're going to make money. I'll show you exactly how much I use. So back to the lever. You pull this back. You take your bottled water and you screw it on just like that until it's tight. And then you can bring it back down. Now when I press this, I'm only going to press it for a second. That's it. That's all the carbonation that your soda needs. And when you push this back, it's almost going to be like a purge. You're going to hear the excess CO2 that it has, like a release in there, so it doesn't you know, obviously explode everywhere. So if you listen, see there. Now it's safe to take off. No mess. Now, as far as the Dr. Pete goes, on the commercials, you always see the guy saying how you'll get 33 cans of soda out of one of these. Actually, this bottle's a little bit bigger. This says you'll get 50. I don't believe that. Just because when you fill this up, to get the same taste as the Dr. Pepper, be very careful when you do this, because if you do it too fast, it's going to fizz up and it's going to go everywhere. I prefer to do it over the sink, but I'm just going to do it very slow. Okay, now let's taste this. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to put your cap back on. Just give it a couple light shakes, not shakes, you know, just turns. Taste it. And now that tastes just like Dr. Pepper. Now, I probably poured in a good, I would say maybe not quite 2 of these, maybe 1.5 I poured into this, and this is half a liter. So I didn't do the math, but I did figure that it is definitely a lot cheaper than actually going out and buying soda. It's just that you're not getting as much as they claim that you're going to get. When they say you're going to get 33 cans of soda, you know, I just I don't think that's possible, because I have the ginger ale, which is just about empty, and I filled that with this probably about maybe 7 or 8 times, and they say that you're supposed to get, you're supposed to get 15, and I filled it about 8 times. So they're advertising double. And in my case, to get the same exact taste as the soda, you're actually using double the amount of product, which still, it's saving a ton of money. It's great to make tonics. You know, if you're an alcoholic drinker, you know, you can make some great drinks with this. Even just seltzer water, if you're a seltzer drinker, it's perfect. You know, you just pop the water, the tap water, or bottled water, into your SodaStream bottle, screw it on, press the button, and that's it. You have seltzer water. There's a lot of flavors that you can get. When you get the SodaStream starter kit, it does come with a variety of flavors. This is energy, tonic. They even make Crystal Light. There's, let's see. There's Diet Coke, Diet Ginger Ale. This is like Coke 1. It's called Cola Free. There's another Diet Coke, and here's your tonic. These are the ones that come with the starter kit. Now this right here, this is how much they're claiming is supposed to be used for this whole bottle. It says this makes 1 liter, and this is a 1 liter bottle. There's absolutely no way. I think it would probably take 2 of these just to make, you know, to make this. But you know, it's all your preference. You know, maybe you like it a little weaker, maybe you like it stronger. I happen to, you know, maybe my taste preference is stronger than others. So it ultimately comes down to your preference, how you like your flavor. I do think the SodaStream is a great invention, and it is gonna save money. That's a fact. I don't have to go out and buy you know, buy sodas. We actually used this on Christmas. We had a lot of guests over, and we had quite a bit of flavors. We have the regular cola, tastes just like Coke or Pepsi. This one went fast. There's not much left in here. This is the lemon lime, which is Sprite. This is you know, my absolute favorite, the lemon lime. So that's about it, guys, for the SodaStream. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to comment in the section below. Watch my other videos. If you do happen to have some of the electronics that I have, I do a lot of giveaways. So subscribe to my channel. And what else was I going to say? These bottles right here, you can pick these up. They're at Walmart. You can get 2 of them. You can get an orange one and a green one for $14. And these are my favorite type of bottle, because this is about how much I drink throughout the day. You know, just fill it up, pop it in my bag, and I'm off to work. It's as simple as that. No more stopping at the store in the morning even to get a Red Bull, because they have the Red Bull flavor right here, and it's got it's hard to explain, because Red Bull, it doesn't have that. It's kind of almost like a different carbonation than soda. So with the Red Bull, with the energy, you just pour it in, and you just give it a couple taps, and then it's like you have a half a liter of Red Bull, and it definitely works. It gives you energy. It gives you that boost, you know, just like a Red Bull would. So thank you for watching my video. You know, I did my best on describing how and you know, how it works and if it's worth it, and it is worth it. There are many flavors you can choose from, and next time you're going to be hosting a party, make sure you have one of these. I believe this we got on Amazon for about 80 bucks. You can get them at Walmart for about the same price. I think the reason we ordered at Amazon was because Walmart was sold out. But just about every store now carries these. You know, every flavor. There are a lot of flavors. This doesn't even touch on how many there actually are. So thank you for watching my video, and until next time, you guys have a great day.